Werewolf the Apocalypse, Blood and Silver. I am your storyteller, Dante. We have with us tonight Dingo Tyranno, Big Bad Wolf, Buddy Goodboy Esquire, and Ash Basilica. Joining us later, hopefully, assuming that work fires stop burning, will be Doc Wolverine. Let me get this loaded up here on my thing so I can keep an eye on the Twitch chat.
Are there people actually watching it?
Buddy, myself,
Okay. Well, they could either try to be entertained by our antics.
I have no idea how they got in that task, but yeah, it's still showing Dante is offline. It hasn't started the.
Oh, I have the stream running.
Oh, no, I've got it running. There's Gracie and Meow were in there.
Yeah, oh, now it's just timed out for me. Now it's back.
Huh.
Can you imagine the people who live on the opposite side of the country, the ones who don't have tech problems?
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm the one on Comcast and I have the most stable connection out of all of us somehow.
I'm on Comcast because they sued all the other competition out of the area.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
on Comcast too, but that's in Seattle.
Yeah, no, I hate them with a violent passion, but they're literally the only game in town here. It's actually literally illegal to compete with them here.
Remember, they sued Fios out of our region.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, BBW's in that same spot. Wait, you have an option. You have Wave.
Actually, we've got some options here, but they suck because Comcast screws with them.
Yeah, here it's pretty much Comcast or
Or
satellite internet, which is functionally useless for anything I would want to use it for.
Yeah, exactly.
I used it for comic, but technically.
All right, gents. I went through your character sheets this afternoon. You've all spent your XP. I went through your character sheets this afternoon and restored your Gnosis, Rage, and Willpower. And are we ready to actually get started?
I am one.
So,
All right. It's been a few weeks since the confrontation with Samuel Haight. You've begun to make some inroads within the Sept, made a few friends, and currently are simply hanging around. Nothing present going on at the moment, until a small man, and by small I mean roughly 4 feet tall, that seems to be on a constant Adderall high, comes running up to you. He's very grungy, looks like he hasn't showered in probably a year at least, and pretty obviously one of the local homeless. Hey, you were guys that dealt with Haight, right?
Yep.
No.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I was asking.
Yeah, because Mother Larissa told me all about that he was like skinning people, and you guys dealt with him, and we think he's dead. Like you like disemboweled him, didn't you?
He was disemboweled. He got made in half.
Yeah. That's what we heard. Listen.
Who'd you hear this from?
Mother Larissa. She told everyone in the Sept.
Who is this guy again, by the way? I didn't quite hear what
Do
he
we get a
was.
name?
No, you should ask him his name.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Bengi. I'm a ragabash. Metis. Just kind of an assistant from Mother Larissa.
So Fangy. Okay.
Fanny. Got it. Should be easy to remember.
Larks in Darkness is just kind of lurking, leaning against a tree, watching this.
I'm just playing with a cell phone. As always.
Yeah, listen, guys, it's not like an official thing, but I've heard a thing, and I need to see if someone can look into it, because everyone else is really busy.
Well, anything for Mother Larissa.
That means I have to put my phone down.
Yeah. Oh, no, this isn't from her. This is just something. Okay. There's this shop down in the East Village that I go to every time. The girl that owns the place is really nice, and she gives me money and food sometimes. And she was saying the other day that she had some really weird guy come in and ask for some really obscure occult thing, and it sounded like it could be dangerous. So, if you guys could check it out, maybe.
That's so incredibly vague. Thing. Can you be more specific?
She says it was some kind of orb. She said it could be used in like spirit transference. She said that she didn't realize what it would probably be used for until after she had already sold it. She said if she had really known what it was for, she wouldn't have sold it to someone. Not without a background check, anyway.
But none of that stuff is real, so we don't need to worry about it, do we?
It sounds like somebody's selling a Buffy prop.
You're literally a werewolf. Okay, spirits are a thing.
Do we know that it's not a guy in a rubber mask trying to scare people away?
Listen, she wouldn't have told me about this if it hadn't really freaked her out. She knows some magic herself. She knows her stuff.
Okay, so why isn't she asking the local mages?
No, we don't know about mages, dude.
Oh, we don't? I thought I would have that by now. Virtual adepts and all.
We are babies, dude.
Oh, we're babies. Alright, sorry, I'm just used to werewolves and mages knowing each other exist in city settings. Territorial arguments.
Hinting very hard.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go down to the shop and
all right, thanks.
check this out.
Here's the address. Just tell her that the shop's called Enchantments. Just tell her that Fengi sent you, that you were the guys that I asked to come and take a look. Like I said, just be nice. She's really nice, and she's been really good to me. So just, don't freak her out, please.
So what you're saying is, Buddy and I probably shouldn't go in. Okay. Thanks, Fangy. We'll go check this out right now. Do you have a reach you at?
Not really. They don't let me have a phone. Not after the texting incident.
Can we get back in touch with you somehow if we need you for something?
I'll
check in after we're done.
I'll be here. I rarely leave the park unless I'm going down to the village.
You think we would have met by now, huh?
Well, there are, just kind of out of a lot of wolves running around the park as homeless people and stuff.
Gotcha.
He's probably the only 4 foot tall one.
That's true.
Yeah. So
I doubt that. In a city of 9 million, I'm pretty sure. But we're good.
Yeah, no.
There aren't that many werewolves, dude. Okay, so how are we going to get to the East Village?
Anybody know transport?
it'll
Anybody in
take
the
us
chat
5
room?
minutes. Lift plus.
I can't quite hear you, Ash.
Oh, lift plus.
Really?
I'm not trying.
Okay.
Can we fit 4 of us into what I assume is going to be a sedan?
Oh,
lift plus. I'm getting an SUV.
yeah. Well, 5. We are
Question.
operating on the assumption
Yeah,
Anya is
Lift Plus
here and just quiet.
for big vehicles. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the glass logger solution.
Right. It works.
Yeah, you want things that are eventually going to be getting you a side eye from
Okay.
the Gary.
ATM does own a car, but then we can take his car, but then there's the matter of parking.
Good fucking luck with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay, this is New York. Yeah, okay, fine.
This
We'll
is
take a
New
taxi.
York. Where
We'll take a large taxi.
It's like, yeah, you're finding parking in the East Village in the early evening. That's happening.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fine. Okay. Your phone thingamajigger.
Yeah, lift.
And just for reference, we are operating the assumption that Anya is with y'all, just being quiet
Yeah.
unless specifically addressed until Doc can get here.
Right.
ATM is carrying literally in his bag looks heavier than normal, and you keep seeing him reaching in and disconnecting and connecting to other batteries as his phone just never seems to turn off.
Well, you do have a
That's-
spirit in it right now, or is that Anya?
No, that's Anya.
Anya has the security spirit in her phone.
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
also the deal with that security spirit is done, so it's just a regular phone now.
Oh, did we? Oh.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was just for the duration of that quest.
Don't worry about it. I got Reaper eyes.
Okay.
Wait, do we still have Dino?
Yeah, we should have,
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know the rat?
Yeah, because that's kind of nice to have.
Yeah.
Lifelong
Okay.
friend. We feed Dino bacon. Dino loves us.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
So,
Okay.
Dante, let's hop in a lift and head downtown
All right.
or uptown or
It'd be
easttown
down.
or.
It'd be downtown. You arrive in the East Village, well, long reputed as one of New York's most beloved bohemian neighborhoods. Pulling up to the shop. If this thing, there we go. You see a girl standing outside arranging a clearance sale shelf. She's wearing a short black skirt, knee-high boots, her black hair pulled back in a ponytail, and wearing a pink T-shirt that says "3 gods are better than one."
So I'm putting on Bohemia from Rent right now. Unfortunately, I can't play it for you guys.
And we can't afford the licensing, so that probably works out.
Yeah.
Imagine you are hearing Bohemia.
Come along.
Yeah, like for a chunk of this not being muted when I upload to YouTube later.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay,
So,
so
3 gods are better than
I take
one.
it we go talk to the girl standing outside.
Buddy, does she look? I mean, what does she look like? What is she?
Yes.
And is this
I'm
Celtic? Is this,
Does that sound off?
have a cult? My character does not know this stuff.
Why she wants to see my character's actually having useful.
We do have an occult player, don't we? Is it Buddy or is it? Buddy has gone black on me. Can you guys still see him?
Yep.
We can. And you're,
Okay.
I have a call too,
Then I need to reload real quick.
Okay.
I'm not completely useless.
Well, I know nothing of the occult. I'm just not a. There we go. Now I can see Buddy again.
Damien was raised in a Christian fundamentalist torture basement, so
I have a cult.
Wait, is somebody talking? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, we're talking.
So, what tradition does it look like she follows?
There you
It's
go.
Not.
Now-
it's nothing obvious in her dress, but like I
okay.
said, pale, pulled back, black hair. Looks like kind of a standard issue goth girl.
Okay. Well, Damien is going to go stand at the corner and watch the street while the talkie people talkie to the nice lady, because I am scary.
Alright. Waiting on one of you guys to approach her.
I'm waiting for somebody to say something because I can't hear anything from anybody.
You've been talking.
You can't hear anything at all?
Okay, I can hear everybody but Big Bad then.
Okay.
Oh, that's
All
weird.
right.
Try hitting the refresh button in the corner of your picture. That's what I did for you.
Okay.
See, he heard that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yep.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Alright, so
anyway,
the,
so I go up and talk to her. That's what we're doing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Hi, Fangy sent me.
Oh, he's such a sweet. Hi, I'm Kylie. I run this place. I guess you're his friends that he said would come and take a look at what I found out.
Old friends. We go way back.
That's good to know. He's such a sweet guy.
Isn't he though?
Yeah.
Ah, I just love him to death.
Anyway, you guys want to come in?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, I'll move to the door and Watch from the door.
Kind of leads you into the shop. It looks like if a musty old library had sales racks with just random, what looks like touristy kind of occult bric-a-brac laying about. All right, I had a guy come in last week. That normally I don't get a lot of actual practitioners in here. It's most folks are just looking for some crystal waving or a voodoo doll around Valentine's Day, or are a bunch of wanted blessed bees. I swear to God, any girl with a henna tattoo and a spice rack these days thinks that she's a sister to the Dark Ones.
Ash, do you feel called out?
No, it's more the fact that I do use my spice rack to curse people as well as make them wonderful.
Yes, but do you have a henna tattoo?
No, but I have real.
This guy obviously knew what he was looking for. He came in, he browsed around for a few minutes, seemed to spend a lot of time in the demonology section, and then he was specifically looking for an Orb of Thessala, which I don't get a lot of call for. I've got a few of them. They usually end up being sold as New Age paperweights.
Okay, I have a question then. If these are as dangerous as you're implying, why would you just sell them to people as paperweights? Wouldn't it be easier just to give them like glass replicas or something?
It requires a level of skill and occult knowledge and very, very specific tomes. There's 3 people known on this planet that actually know the rituals to use the thing. They're pretty harmless outside of someone who actually knows how to use them, and they do have helpful.
So check to see if I know actually how that thing works.
Say again.
May I make a knowledge occult roll?
All right.
Would that be like occult sex, basically, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd say you can. You can roll. Let's say intelligence plus occult at a difficulty of 8.
Fine.
And you roll 1 success. You remember reading somewhere that the orbs are used specifically for putting a non-corporeal spirit into a flesh and blood body.
Oh, I was making sure this is not down from the crackpot's book of sorcery. Got it. Okay.
But now, unless someone really knows how to use it, they're pretty harmless, and most of the rituals involving it are beneficial. There have been instances where people have been literally kicked out of their bodies, and these are sometimes used to get them back home. But like I said, I got a really bad feeling off this guy when I stopped and thought about it later, and then I thought about all the time he spent in the demonology section. I didn't notice anything missing there, so he didn't take a book, at least. But
Do you know what he was looking through?
What's that?
Do you know which book he was looking through?
Not that I could tell. Can't even tell if he took some. It doesn't even look like he took anything off the shelf. It looks like he was just browsing to make a show of it.
Because a lot of times, if you're in a bookstore and like you're in the adult and who completes the title of it, then like a teenager was in there and they were trying to look for dirty pictures and stuff. So there wasn't anything like that.
No, though I have had that happen. Teenagers coming in looking for topless wood carvings.
Buddy, that was incredibly specific.
I used to work at a bookstore.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I used to work in a public library, and it's almost as bad, I'll tell you.
Oh my God, I can believe that.
I'm still going to go look through the shelves, particularly where he was looking.
So, do you have his credit card information or something?
I do, yeah. Just give me a second to pull it up.
This may be a stupid question. You don't have any security cameras or anything, or any pictures of the guy?
I cannot afford security cameras set up in here.
Okay. Any chance you might be able to draw us a sketch of what he looks like, maybe, or just so we would be able to identify him if we saw him? Or
Yeah. I can describe him. A youngish guy, probably late 20s, early 30s, black hair. If he hadn't been in a suit, I would have pegged him as just some douchebag college kid. White guy, not really skinny, but not bulky either. He was in shape. About as in shape as you.
Stop.
No, you're a good-looking guy. All right, I've got the credit card information. Let me print it out here for you. She passes over a sheet of paper with a name and credit card, with a name and last four of a credit card number on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else we should know about this device?
Not really. I mean, they're pretty damn fragile. It's aside from their spiritual component, they're just glass balls.
So, is there anything else that you would need, like, I don't know, other items to get this thing to work, or is it pretty much just ritual on the other end?
It would depend on what kind of ritual he was trying to do. There's some stuff that just requires the orb itself, some that require specific tomes, some that require herbs and burning herbs. Spirit magic's pretty versatile area, really.
So, hypothetically, if we were to run into whatever it is that this guy is doing with it, if we broke the orb, would that end that, or is it self-sustaining once it's already been cast?
Yeah, it should. As long as the ritual hasn't actually been completed, then yeah, just break it and it should be good.
Anything else we want to know, or is that pretty much it?
Anything with disturbed on her demonology shelves?
All right, if you want to check for that, you're going to roll perception plus investigation.
Okay. Difficulty?
What's that? We'll say a difficulty of 7.
And I'm just keeping an eye out on the street while I listen with half an ear to this conversation.
And you get 1 success. The shelf looks undisturbed. It doesn't look like anyone's taken anything off the shelf in months.
So we're looking for Joe Average with dark hair, who's in possession of basically a fragile paperweight that's about the size of a Christmas tree ornament.
I'd say it's about the size of a Christmas tree ornament. Sounds right.
Kind of courtesy, please. But, whichever one of you has it, I'm over here.
What was that?
What?
Who has the credit card receipt?
She handed it to Seamus.
Seamus,
I have it.
Can I?
Okay, fine, take it.
Cell phone.
Kylie smiles slightly and turns her attention to Seamus. Joe, what's your name?
Seamus.
Well, Seamus, when you're not apparently being a supernatural troubleshooter, what do you do?
Well, no big deal. I've been trying to teach myself guitar. I've only had thumbs for a couple of years now, so I'm trying to get used to them.
She raises her eyebrows slightly at that, but doesn't really give you much of a reaction.
It's a metaphor.
Well, I've got some friends in the band that might be willing to teach. If you want to call me sometime.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have a phone.
Oh, here's my number. And she scritches her phone number down on a piece of scratch paper.
Question: do you use a paper you still use a computerized register?
What was that?
Do you use a computerized register, or are you using an old system?
It's an old system.
Can I see your credit card receipt?
Yeah, sure. It's back here.
Perfect. Thanks. We gotta pull up my gift list now. Dante, this is your fault.
Say again?
This is your fault.
How is this my fault?
I'm eating a cookie.
You're the one that decided to buy every tech-related gift you could find in rank 1.
I know. You're awesome. I am spending a Gnosis.
I'm going to try one more time.
Oh, I'm just going to roll my Gnosis to activate Network Terminal. And then I'm going to spend a willpower for plug and play.
There we go.
And I'm going to spend. I will make another. What is the gauntlet right here?
The gauntlet here is going to be an 8.
So at difficulty 2, I'm going to also activate Weaver Eyes using the credit card machine plus my souped-up cell phone plus my network terminal. I'm going to backtrace to the encrypted system to the credit card processor to get the information from this receipt.
All right, do your rolls.
All right, so let me expand my successes because I have to do that first.
Let me expand upon my successes.
Well, no, I get bonus dice for every success from this one.
And Ash wept, for there were no new worlds to conquer.
And you managed to botch.
Oh, well, that gift didn't fire off correctly.
Oh, this is going to be difficult.
No, that gift not fired off correctly. It's okay.
You just get a massive access denied.
No, that was for network terminal to improve my computer skills.
Ah.
That's the first one.
No, let me look at my... Okay, yeah, he's right.
Yeah, that has no backlash. And plug and play is willpower only, and boom, I have a supercomputer in my hand.
And so, yeah, folks in the chat room, I have to be very, very careful about what I do and don't approve Ash to take, because otherwise he will break rule systems over his fucking knee. Just instinctively.
You just told me I could have any gift I wanted.
The fuck I did.
You gave me the list, and I took them. Alright, so credit card companies are most likely run by mortals, so students. Alright, so for this one, it is to break the encryption before I even start hacking, is my perception plus computer at a difficulty of 10 minus the local gauntlet.
Right.
Activate the clause for an extra gnosis gift. So that gives me 2 extra. So that is 3, and 3 is 6 is 8. At a difficulty of
Dang.
There is no such thing as a difficulty 2. I thought the lowest is 4.
Oh, no, there is such a thing as difficulty 2.
Oh,
this
okay.
gift is 10 minus the local gauntlet.
Yeah, and the gift that he's referring to doesn't have a minimum difficulty on it. So.
Oh, okay.
It's Weaver's Eyes. It's a Glasswalker rank 1 gift for decrypting computer encryption.
Gotcha.
The way it breaks down for people who are home, 1 success will break your standard development first encryption. 3 will decrypt. 2 will take your top tier Bill Gates level programming skills to annihilate. Once you pass 5, you need an archmage to encrypt it before I can play. So Dante, now for hacking the credit card network, does the bonus of breaking the encryption with your eyes lower the difficulty?
No.
It's fine. Okay, so that is that intelligence computers for hacking for the credit card network?
Yep.
7, 8, 9 difficulty.
We're going to give it a difficulty of 7.
So -2, or is that after the -2, or
That's after the -2.
Just making sure.
and you're in. The card lines up with a man named Chad Overstreet. The address on the card seems to be an office building in Midtown.
What else is in that office building?
Bud kit.
Yeah, no, you...
Browser window on the phone, search the building.
It appears that he works for it appears that he works for Wells Fargo. They don't have the whole building, so.
Oh, but this isn't his home. This is just where the credit card is.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's a business credit card?
Yeah.
He bought magical gear on the company dime?
Yes, he did.
Great. People smart. I pay for a subscription.
Wait.
Do you have any idea how many vampires are in the banking industry?
Many, because they can launder their own money.
Oh, because I was going to say, if we can resolve this with a strongly worded letter to HR, we should just do that and then go wild for the rest of the session.
Okay, Brenda.
You know what I do every day?
Come on, it's only a bank. I could probably break it.
I need to speak to Mr. Wells and Mr. Fargo, please.
Yes. I want them both here.
There probably actually are Mr. Wells and Mr. Fargo to keep their coffins up on their penthouse, their corporate headquarters.
Okay, see, now I'm headcanoning that they're both Sinisi, and that just makes me irrationally
I
happy.
with an orb.
What was that, Big Bad?
I'm just wondering how we got to vampires from some guy with an orb.
No, Buddy asked about someone bought magical gear on a company card. I mentioned, do you have any idea how many vampires there are in the banking industry?
Yeah. So, they're going completely off the rails.
Anyway.
So corporate card. Oh, Joe. Well, I have his name, and I'm in the credit card company system. Let's get his credit report.
That should give us his home address.
The last 7 of them.
All right, you're going to roll for that.
It's a different part of the system. Okay, so 9 difficulties since I'm already in.
Yep.
Still 7?
Yep.
Okay. I call mine fair. I'm already booked in person. I could just pay for his credit report.
Yeah, but
Use the company credit card.
yeah, but you won't be able to show off that way.
That's so. I'm just doing what I want to do best.
You roll 2 successes. Gives you an address. It's an apartment. It's a condo on the 30th floor of a building at 15 Central Park West.
Ooh,
So
that's going to be a hard building to get into. So, Umbro time. Anya,
Okay, so
buddy.
What?
Well, how are we going to get into a building in Central Park West?
you all look like hobos.
I certainly do.
Thank you.
Well, I'd say Danny is probably at least decently dressed, t-shirt and jeans.
For that side of Central Park, you all look like hobos.
Point.
Okay.
They make more money in a minute than you do in a year. Why there?
And hey,
So-
chat room. And hey,
I'm going to ask Anya to drag all of us but Buddy into the Umbra. And then Buddy can save our asses if we get stuck in the gauntlet again.
Sounds like a good plan.
all
You
right.
guys got stuck.
Oh yeah, you missed that.
You got stuck. Who caused you to get stuck?
The dice
Come on,
fucking
yeah.
hated them.
It was bad. bad.
Yeah, no, I had to give him a mulligan on that shit.
Yeah, the campaign was. Asking Anya to do that again.
I am keeping my supercomputer because I don't have to turn it on.
Dante.
Yep. Give me a moment.
Yeah. Sorry, you're NPCing her, so.
Yeah, no, I just got to pull up her stuff. Alright.
So this is Central Park, Central Park West. Can we go to that bar, our favorite bathroom, to go through the mirror?
Oh, that was in Lower Manhattan. That was down near the bull statue.
I kind of like the idea that there's a set establishment we just all show up at 3 a.m. and the bartender's like, nope, nobody's in the bathroom. Go ahead. Whatever y'all do, just don't make a mess. We just clean, you know.
That's what you need kinfolk for.
Yeah, you see, you want the East Village for that. The East Village used to be known for its neighborhood.
That makes it crazy.
It's 2018. I'm sure we could do that anywhere.
Alrighty.
That makes it crazy.
Alright, Anya is going to roll to take y'all sideways. And local gauntlet.
And then -1 for the mirror, right?
Yeah.
It is -1, right?
Yeah. And you still popped up with just kind of bounced off the gauntlet.
With my slipping sideways out.
You're not super stressed out right now, so.
Wait, you had to slip sideways?
Yeah, slip sideways.
Ouch.
If I don't have caffeine at regular intervals, I will slip sideways from stress.
That's not good. Oh. Great. Mirror.
Alright, well, y'all bounced right off the gauntlet trying to step sideways, so. 0 successes. But at least it didn't botch.
Is this helpful again?
But at least it didn't botch.
Living in a city, it would be great. But we are, so it's. Yeah.
With a gauntlet of 8, it's very.
Well, our other option is, because this is Central Park West, we should go into Central Park onto the lawn, where the gauntlet will be lower.
Yeah.
Alright. Heading to Central Park. Anya will attempt to take y'all sideways again.
Just go into the scepter door where it's even lower.
Alrighty.
We're not going to interrupt the moon bridge.
Yeah, I think you have to have permission. I don't remember.
Yeah, for that shit, you're gonna need permission.
For using one, yes. From what I understand, slipping sideways, if you're doing an actual Yaru errand,
Yeah.
Alright, 3 successes.
Yay.
You step sideways into the umbral reflection of Central Park. It's an odd little bit of calm in the center of what seems like an endless series of slightly green tinted webs stretching out before the city. You heading back to Central Park West?
Yes, Anya and or Buddy has to lead us. We need somebody who knows through the building on this side.
Well, Anya was the one who rolled you guys in there, so.
Oh yeah, we've got to get Buddy in here now too.
Alright, yeah, Buddy, you're gonna roll Gnosis at a difficulty of 5. Alright,
Nice.
Buddy steps in to join you. And anything you're gonna do before you head to Central Park West?
I'm sure Anya might talk to spirits, but the rest of us are kind of spirit dead.
And Anya chats around, but no one really has any relevant information.
Okay. Well, I'll take point and lead us towards 15 Central Park West.
Right. As you arrive at the building's umbra reflection, you can see above it something that wasn't visible in the physical world. A enormous black cloud swirling over the top of the building.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
That could mean anything.
Now, all of Central Park is the Bond, correct?
Correct. So yeah, this thing is probably 2 blocks outside the Bond.
That is very bad.
It doesn't belong here.
Swirling black clouds are the little unicorn farts, so...
I forgot what was in this one.
Thank you.
So, what does it look like? Does the building look like itself from this side, or is it just pretty much...
The building, normally gray stone, is tinged with veins of black.
Oh, that's very much not a good sign. And why haven't
Why doesn't anyone notice this before?
Yeah, the Guardians of the Bond should have noticed this.
Well, it may be a recent development, just no one's noticed it yet.
Okay. Who has Sense Worm?
Anya does. Hold on.
Did somebody else pick it up too, or just...
I think just Anya.
Okay.
Big Brown, I'm sending you a message on Telegram.
And Anya senses an enormous and repulsive worm presence near the top of the building.
Enormous and repulsive?
Yeah.
We might want to ask for help.
Yeah, we're not. No.
Okay, I will keep an eye on the building while, say, Buddy goes back for help. And
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, wait here.
yeah, let's find a relatively safe place to keep an eye on the building.
All right. So, Buddy.
Our mouthpiece goes and gets some help from...
Should we stay in contact, like, somehow, in case anything develops? Like, should I go out of the Umbra, and then one of you is also out of the Umbra, so you can stay in self-contact? Or
Right now, we
we're
can,
not talking about it.
for whatever reason, so... Normally, we would use the totem to do that.
Classic.
Oh, right, okay.
Saying it.
And so, yeah, you guys still have to kind of negotiate amongst yourselves as to what you're going to do for a totem, but we can handle that later.
Yeah.
All right, so Buddy is stepping back into the physical, or...
Do I need to get in touch with them, or?
Well, you'd go back to the cairn
And
It's probably going to be a little easier to find someone in the physical.
talk
okay,
with
well, I'll
Jude.
start heading back that way anyway. And if I see any mirrors or anything on the way, I'll just.
Oh, you don't need one from this side. You only need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
Right.
need, yeah, you don't need
Well,
a
in that case,
reflective
I'm gonna
surface to step back into the physical.
Okay, then I'm going to stay in the Umbra until I get to the park just to avoid the traffic and the foot traffic. But
All right.
then once I get to the park, I'll drop back out.
All right. All right. Buddy has arrived back in Central Park. Just provide a little guidance. You probably want to look for the. You probably want to look.
I'm sorry. Beckwar just tweeted me with Seamus's sternly worded letter to HR. I'm gonna go ahead and retweet that. You guys should check it out later. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Just for a little guidance, you probably want to find the Seps warder, Zoo, who is considering its daylight hours, is right now sleeping in the wolf enclosure in the Central Park Zoo.
Is he a wolf or a person at this point?
He's a wolf.
Do I really want to wake him up?
take him a coffee or a treat or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How does one wake up a sleeping wolf?
Well, he's in
With
the
an air horn.
well, he's in the
Yelling through
enclosure.
the bars?
Well, he's in the enclosure, and the zoo is open for the day. So,
Okay, so I buy a pretzel off of a vendor, and I chuck it at him, and shout to wake up.
Wolf opens his eye. The wolf opens his eyes and looks vaguely annoyed, seeing and recognizing you from when the business with hate started. His growls, roughly translating to "What do you want?"
Sorry for waking you up. I can make it up to you, and the next thing I throw is going to be a hot dog. So, there's a thing going on at a building near here, and I really think that somebody who knows what they're doing should see it.
One of the guardians of the cairn.
Thank you. Guardians of the Cairn should see it.
Yes, he is the warder. He's in charge of guarding the cairn, and then he has little more guardians.
Yes. We saw the worm's taint.
This close to the cairn. Must be new.
Really?
Black and swirling.
It was so gross.
Yeah, we're a totem of raccoon. You're taking raccoon. That's the same motion.
So mature.
Have you met us?
I'm here, aren't I?
In my defense, I'm like 2.
All right. Go find Larissa and let her know what's going on. We'll set some up once it's dark out.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, sorry to wake you up. And I buy a hot dog and check it to him.
Right. The wolf grabs it in there and munches on it contentedly. This better be the real deal. If you woke me up for nothing, I'm taking it out of your ass.
Okay, so
I'm going to be mature here.
what are we noticing in the Umber right now? Yeah. Anything other than just pattern spiders running around the building, or
Nothing unusual, but you can see that even some smaller pattern spiders are starting to edge away from the building.
okay.
Not much of anything wants anything to do with whatever's going on there.
Right. Alright. Well, we're just waiting on Buddy, so.
Right.
And Larissa, I suppose.
Yeah. So I go find Larissa and explain the situation and say that I was told to go get her by the big scary guy.
I told Sue to watch his attitude with the new kids.
He said he would take it out of my ass if I was wrong.
Well, he will, and that'll be his right, but he still should say it better. Right. All right.
Okay.
There's
do you want me to do anything at this point?
There's obviously something very wrong there. I don't have many people to spare right now. There's something going on in Lower Manhattan with the vampires that we're trying to keep under wraps. I can spare a body or two, but I can't give you a full pack to work with.
Just somebody who knows how to handle the worm probably better than we do would be great, and we really appreciate it.
I'll see.
I mean, technically, this is Zoo's job, like telling his guardians to.
Yeah, but he's also got a cover to maintain.
That's true.
Right, not plan say.
All right. He's going. All right. Head back to the building, and I'll have a couple of people meet you there.
Okay, I do the thing.
Do the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, let me filter through here to see who I have in my big book O NPCs.
So while you do that, I have a quick metagaming moment question. How do we feel about raccoon?
What's that?
Tougher question. How do we feel about raccoon?
This sounds like us.
I need to look up the
I
that
just posted it in the chat.
table again. Yeah, 1 second.
We have to
Oh,
randomly.
no, that's Garumash. Hold on a sec.
Oh,
Let's
right.
go to that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait,
What was the search term for
what's
it?
that?
Something we are not ever supposed to be using. Delete message.
I
Delete for
know
everyone.
somebody who used to work for it, so. Where did that go?
All right.
There we go.
Yeah. Do you have a good link for what raccoon is in official terms?
Now, 1 second, I'm looking it up.
Alright.
If I can spell it right.
Is it- yeah, folks, this is a regular thing. If you've never played tabletop RPGs, looking stuff up.
This is what I want for my day job.
I will add, this happens in LARP. We spend hours actually having to decrypt the information that we've been given. That's in the language that most of us don't speak, except for the rare random PC who does. Like, me,
Though the looking stuff up, this is why the era of the tablet is a godsend for DMs.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh, my,
Oh,
yeah, no. But no, my iPad right now has literally every World of Darkness book ever printed on it.
Oh, cool.
It's Brawl Stealth Survival.
I like it. The band isn't that bad.
No, it isn't.
It can Chinese.
Well, I mean, I was kind of going for Grandfather Thunder because I thought he would work well for everybody, but anyway, let's continue this story and we'll worry about the totem later.
As you arrive back at Central Park West, two gentlemen approach you, both African American men. One is 20s and one is 40s. The older one introduces himself. Hey, Henry Johnson, the urge to the Bonars, friend of Larissa. This is Peyton Closer Banks, the urge to the Glasswalkers. What's going on here?
I'll point upwards above the building.
Sweet Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
look at that taint.
Good God. I'm not even sure this is the worm. I don't know what the hell this is.
Oh. That's probably not good.
So what do you think? Should we even go in, or
We
should
should
we just...
probably be killing whatever this is as fast as we can.
Okay. Well,
Well, if it has to do with that magical glass thing, it doesn't look like they've finished summoning whatever it is, so we should just break it and be done.
okay. Well, it looks like whatever this is up at the top, so I guess we've got to get inside and go up. I mean, that's why we're in the Umbra after all. Let's make it easier to get inside. So,
what's around in terms of living things that I can talk to?
Nothing at this point.
Cockroaches?
Everything is staying the hell away from this building.
I mean, he said the building has like black glowing veins of icky, like going through the stone here. So,
Okay, well, I take Dino out of my pocket and then just have him look around real quick and tell me if he sees anything.
Dino takes a quick.
I
Dino.
don't know if rats can see things that werewolves can't, so I just,
Dino takes a look and just looks back at you. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I ain't getting anywhere the fuck near it.
I was gonna say this will probably be the one time Dino looks at everything, flips you the bird, does a backflip, and takes off running.
In the Umbra.
Who taught you to talk like that?
Let's head for. Do we want to split up and go up the building? How do we want to get up to the top? Guys?
Is the 30th floor the top floor?
34th
34th.
is the top floor.
Yeah, that one. So we're going to the top floor. So should some of us go up the outside of the building and then some of us go up through the inside, or we meet in the middle, or what?
Well, you know I like climbing buildings, but that's a bit high for me.
I say, yeah, probably not the best idea to try and go full Spider-Man on a building that's obviously tainted with something horrific.
Yeah, so get in on the ground floor and go inside and heal.
34 flights of stairs.
Well, we're in the Umbra, so like the elevator probably won't work.
Real world, I just have the elevator. Umbra's a good place for this. So let's just go up. Let's take the stairs.
Yeah, let's take the stairs. In the Umbra.
As you climb the stairs, the closer to the 34th floor you get, even those of you without the gift of sensing the worm, if it can be called that, can feel something malignant in the air. So, something deeply wrong here, something that does not belong in this reality in any form.
In that case, I am shifting to Krynos. Dante, as you know, I don't need to roll.
Yep, you got Metamorph.
And I am activating a gift as soon as I find my gifts again. There it is. Static. Where is she? Okay, I'm activating Muladhara. It is the full description is listed on my sheet under dynamic.
All right.
So I'm attempting to redo frenzy roll, my frenzy chances.
Alrighty.
Okay, stamina plus rituals and spend a gnosis point.
I'll spend the gnosis and activate my claws in advance.
Okay,
Alright.
stamina plus rituals and spend a gnosis point. Okay, spend a gnosis point, and you know what? Let me add this to my Muladhara. A stamina plus rituals. Come on, rituals. Does it say what the difficulty was? I didn't see it.
Say again? I did not see it.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't say in the description what the difficulty is, so I guess it's 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Stamina plus rituals. No, my point, so... Two successes. Okay. That reduces my chances to frenzy by 2, I believe.
Yep.
Which is important for me, because you don't want me frenzying again. Not that I have quite yet. I've just failed that roll several times. Okay, so keep climbing the stairs.
Hold on.
Right. Try it. You have Metamorph.
Yes.
I have Mixed Morph.
All right. As you arrive on, as you come out on the stairs to the 34th floor, Hold on 1 second. Yeah. As you arrive on the 34th floor, you see large wooden double doors leading to what's likely a very well-appointed penthouse.
This is actually a good time for Anya to scope the lay of the spiritual land for us.
Alright, Anya's going to use Sense Worm.
Well, we already know
Well,
there's
we know
worms
there's
here.
yeah.
That's just gonna put a big black blob trying to sense it right here.
Yeah.
We know that it's here. We're just trying to figure out what is here before we go inside.
Alright, she's going to use Sense Magic.
Oh, nice.
That's a clear sign.
Anya tells you there's something here. I've never seen this before. I've never been taught whatever this is, but there's something obviously magical here. I can taste blood and something I don't even know what. I don't know what this is.
So not good. Okay, so what's the layout of the land up here, Dante?
You've got a long hallway. Either side of the hallway leads outside to a open terrace, and in the center are a pair of large wooden double doors.
Well, we don't really have pack tactics yet because we don't have a totem. But I would suggest out of the balcony and peek in. I'm actually kind of stealthy. I can do that, but I'd probably be heading for the doors as the point man. So what do you guys think?
I think using his point is a good idea.
Okay, so who wants to sneak around outside and take a peek in through the windows?
Danny could probably do that.
Yeah, that.
So not
Do
Yeah, Danny, let me look at your sheet real quick. All right, Danny, you're going to, as you go down and exit out onto the terrace to try and look inside one of the penthouse from the balcony. You're going to be rolling. I'm trying to pick a stat here. You're going to roll Perception plus Stealth. It says standard down there where it says standard roll, you're going to click that. You're going to be rolling 4 dice at a difficulty of 6. Now remember, y'all are still in the Umbra, so. All right, 3 successes. Looking in through the window, you can see the vague spiritual presence of two men standing on either side of a door inside of the penthouse. There doesn't appear to be anyone on the actual front door that leads from the hallway. Alright, so guys, you've got inside the penthouse, there's 2 guys on an interior door, and that's the information you've got.
That's all that we can say.
That's
Okay.
all you can see from there.
So has Danny come back and...
Yeah, we'll say yes.
But they're not in Umbra. We can... It appears we can go in without... here.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Well, let's have Anya, make sure there are no spiritual traps and then kind of go in through the door.
All right, give me One moment.
That works.
You say spiritual traps, and I just think temptation is the devil's snare.
Funny you should say that because I've got plans for that.
The only way to get rid of temptation is to give into it utterly.
Don't tell
Give yourself
ATM.
over to absolute pleasure.
Yeah, that too, but
Give yourself over to the sins of the flesh.
How cold is an ecstasy of you?
I
was
just like what
quoting a movie.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
quoting
what-
Oscar Wilde, but
Or you could quote Mae West and say, "Whenever I'm presented with two evils, I go with the one I ain't tried yet."
Right.
That's
On
what we're
your,
doing.
on your rolls, 2 successes. There don't appear to be any kind of spiritual traps.
So we just had Oscar Wilde, Frankenfurter, and Mae West all in the same conversation.
That sounds about right.
One
Yeah.
second, I'll be right back.
yeah, we're classy.
What was that?
Classy as fuck.
No, also gay as all hell.
I would say fuck on this stream.
Yeah.
If you couldn't, then Dante wouldn't be able to die.
Tonight alone, it's been said 4 times now. So
2 of them by a rat.
All of them by you.
I curse a lot. Y'all know this.
I don't. I am a picture of purity and innocence.
Bullshit!
You're so called out by that.
Hey, I don't force you to play it, so it must be partially true.
is that like mild violence or slightly pregnant?
And I think Big Bad. I think Big Bad had to step away for a minute.
Yep.
They were waiting for Big Bad to get back, and y'all
We
make
can
y'all.
hear him. He can't hear us.
What's that?
I can hear him.
I can't hear. Here, hang on.
Well, I'm going to take a second and take a quick break. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes.
All right, we can do that. All right, Big Bad. I am not hearing you at all.
How do I? There we go.
Okay, hang on. Let me fiddle here. Oh, you were shitting me. Okay, can everyone hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, there's that. Yeah, no, Chrome crashed for me completely. I had to restart Chrome.
Okay.
Okay, did Ash? I know Buddy was stepping away. Did Ash step away?
I think we all took a break for a moment.
Okay, there he is.
Here's one back.
Okay, now apparently Big Bad's technical difficulty hit at the exact same time mine did. Chrome crashed entirely for me. Yeah, and if y'all are hearing meowing in the background here, that's because I have a new kitty in the house. The kitty who was already here is still being kind of an asshole to her while they're adjusting to each other. And near as I
You
can
mean
tell,
he has? You mean Stormy has more than one setting?
near as I can tell, the meowing towards Faith is the kitty equivalent of "Get off my lawn."
Put you cutting it down for jobs. So it's fun.
Ash, if you're talking, we can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
There you
Yep.
go.
The mute icon button doesn't change.
Huh. Now, we are waiting for Big Bad and Buddy to get back, so y'all can
I am
move.
back.
Okay, Big Bad's back. And just
And I
let
can
Buddy get
actually
back.
hear you again, so that's good.
Okay, so we're just
Oh,
waiting
yay.
for Buddy to get back.
Is the screen back up too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was telling them, Chrome, it's whatever happened on your end, at the same time, Chrome crashed entirely for me. So I had to restart Chrome.
Gotcha.
So while Dr. Buddy Goodboy Esquire is away still, I have another proposal for totem. It's a totem of war. It is Hummingbird.
What?
Hummingbird. It's a totem of war.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the idea that Hummingbird is a totem of war.
I remember
Exactly.
looking it up and just going,
It gives us Spirit of the Fray alert. I'm sorry. The physical trait Quick ×2 and the gift Spirit of the Fray. And in the Umbra, in this form, we can fly. I'm sorry. In the Umbra, we can fly.
Just really fast and backwards, or what?
We just fly. We can fly at our movement speed. And then the ban is, however, every day you must give one gnosis to a hummingbird.
well, that's great for you all, but I only have 3 gnosis, and you only get back 1 a month.
Exactly.
What? What? Oh, it's cool.
Unless you have another way to get it requires hunting, hunting a spirit or trading with a spirit.
Is it really once a month in the revised edition?
Was in 2nd edition too.
Well, you can
The
also
monthly hunt.
regain Gnosis at a cairn.
Through meditation at the Karen, you would gain 1 a week.
Yeah.
Actually, 1 a day.
No, it's real low. Because the whole point of the hunt every month is to refresh everybody's noses. Yeah, we are not a gnosis heavy pack.
Hey guys, I think the video is frozen in the stream.
Okay, I don't know.
You're not loading, but you're still showing as paused, buddy.
No, my audio is on.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
had paused yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I'm seeing in the channel that the video is frozen, and looks like that's true on Twitch as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Give me one, folks who are.
You generate gnosis.
Yeah. Original, it was the monthly moon. You do the hunt, and that's how everybody. The alternative is you either eat a spirit or you trade with a spirit for more.
Oh, yeah. Also, every time I've played, it's always been if you can meditate at a Karen 1 a day.
Oh, guys, the sound is on the stream, but the video is just paused, I guess.
Video is working now, I believe, because I just turned it on.
Okay, yeah.
See a nice background for the werewolf game. I see like Central Park still. Maybe I need to force a reboot at some point.
So do I. Yeah, whatever.
That's a nice building, Dante. I wish I could see it.
All right, now that everyone's back, like I said, Anya does not sense any spiritual traps inside. So
Okay. So let's go in. There are 2 guys at the door. Let's explore in here, see if maybe we can find the crystal on this side or whatever's going on.
you enter an extremely well-appointed penthouse. It's two floors, tasteful hardwood furnishings. The 2 men are on either side of a double wooden door, and there can be faint chanting can be heard from inside. There are bedrooms
That's
down
never
the
a good sign.
Okay, I'm going to pitch an idea to you guys, and this is not normally what I would suggest, but we should just all go in there as wolves and kill everyone.
I second that motion. I
Not
mean, I'm
super
not
problem with this
playing
plan.
right now, but
Yeah, no, let's go in there as wolves, kill everyone, smash the thing, done.
I have no problem with this.
As the guy who has to make sure that all of you are held to the laws, I will keep temporary insanity for all of us if we accidentally kill innocent people.
No. There's nothing wrong with killing everybody. We just can't eat them.
I know. Let's go.
I wasn't planning on eating them, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. But I wasn't planning on it.
This is why I reduced my chances of frenzy. Less the chance to accidentally.
That may be the best sentence I've heard all day.
Okay, so let's go deeper in and see if we can find these chanting. The chanting which is crossing the gauntlet, which we shouldn't be able to see or hear.
Unless they're doing something metal with the hole.
That's very. So, Dante?
Okay, you're going to go into the room with the chanting?
We'll take a peek in first, and then, we're still on the wrong side of the
Fine,
gauntlet.
be a baby about it.
Hey, I'm leading point here. I'll kill everything in my way, but I still want to be careful.
Okay, so you're going to step inside?
Yeah.
All right. Inside, you find a extremely elaborate room with a stone altar laden in obsidian in the center. Surrounded by at least 24 black-robed cultists, a unconscious young woman lays naked on the altar. Sigils drawn in blood over her unconscious form, and an old man standing over her chanting, with the orb in one, with his hand on her chest and the orb raised in his other hand.
Okay. Dingo, you're in charge of breaking the orb.
Okay.
Buddy and I are in charge of killing everybody. And Ash,
Nobody leaves the room.
yeah, watch out for extra guys. Do we need to go through? We need to cross over.
Yeah, you're going to need to step into the physical if you want to throw down here.
Okay, but
We should also have Anya probably, like, what's the term I'm looking for? Sort of like rear guard, I guess, or like just watching the business.
Actually, Dante, did she take ward?
No, she did not.
She take ward this side of the gauntlet?
No, she did not.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're NPCing her, so I'm not sure what she should do. But, like, Dingo is our best sneaky type guy, so he can get the orb, make a mess. Plus, I'm sure he wants to jump on.
How close can he get while still remaining in the Umbra? Can they see in the Umbra?
The cultist can't.
But the old dude might be able to.
Might be able to. In fact,
Dante, I'm going to and the gauntlet on the count of 3, basically.
all right. Everyone stepping out at once.
Pretty well. I don't know. I'm assuming.
All right, so the plan to review. Dingo, Seeky, try and grab the orb.
Yes.
Big Bad, reduce them to mist.
Yes.
Buddy, reduce them to mist.
Yes.
Anya, and I will stand in the back, but Doc and I will guard the door because you're not combat like this.
Right, but there's also those 2 guys from the front.
That's
We'll
it.
handle that.
Yeah.
And the right master just tried to sense if there was anything around him and botched badly, so he's not going to see you coming.
Yeah.
I am going to appear literally in front of them and shoot them both in the head.
Oh, the 2 guys from before.
Yes.
Oh, right, we have guns.
I
Yes.
have guns.
Yeah, no.
Sounds
I have a gun.
Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna. Okay.
Remember, it's guns for show, claves and claws for a pro.
Dante, what is difficulty to frenzy?
Difficulty of frenzy. It is currently the Phildox's moon.
it's my move.
Oh,
Six.
hang on a sec.
6 normally, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, which
Hang on.
means you is 8. And I hit the button and it did not ask me. Let's see whether it did a roll to the... It did not do a roll. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, no pool mod. Submit. Difficulty is 8. And let's pray I don't frenzy.
Okay. Well, you're.
One success, no frenzy!
Okay. Before we do anything else, we're getting a message from Doc Wolverine in the Telegram chat. So,
We are.
yeah. Yes.
Doc is joining us.
Doc is joining us.
All right. Doc is just in
Yay.
time to cut some cultists the fuck up.
So
Yeah.
Doc will drop in on your side. I will drop in with the 2 on the other side of the door and try and take them.
If I'm in charge of destroying this fancy, fragile paperweight, what? I mean, I'm supposing this whole time I've been human form. Do I need to change that to accomplish anything?
Considering that, considering the job here is to murder the shit out of everything in the room, yeah, you probably should.
Okay. So
Okay.
at what point?
Oh, so we actually
And when-
need to teach everybody how to shift forms.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yes.
I say Big Bad Wolf is our teacher. Would you like to say is our resident murdering
Okay.
people guy? Would you care to?
So for Ash and Buddy, you guys have 3 or more rage, so you're actually going to have to roll for it. But everybody else, so Dingo and Anya, do not have to worry about. They just don't have enough rage to turn into human eating machines.
I also have willpower exceeding my range.
Yeah, well, we all should. I don't think anybody bought the other way around.
And Gnosis exceeding my range.
Okay, so Dante, in this edition, is it still
Willpower.
Primal Urge plus something to shift forms?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay, so
primal
you
rage
guys-
plus stamina.
Primal Urge plus Stamina, you want to roll at least 2 successes to shift from Muhammad to Krynos, unless you are Buddy. And Buddy, he can... No, he actually needs to
You dropped out there, Big Bad.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of that.
It would still be 2. It is...
All right, there you are.
Oh, I still don't see Anya. Okay, so everybody needs to roll basically at least 2 successes on a for Krynos form. If you're going Krynos, you need to roll 2 successes on Stamina plus Primal Urge, difficulty of 6.
Oh, that's probably not going to be good for me then.
I think I can do that. I
So
have
we
a
can,
rage.
we can wait for you to shift forms.
Yeah. Wait.
Or you can burn a rage point, correct, Dante?
Though burning a rage point does mean having to roll rage. So
Buddy would have to.
okay, Doc is in the process of joining us, I believe.
Yes, he is. Oh, he just dropped out. Now he's back in.
Okay, he just upgraded his fucking internet connection. So
I will not be shifting.
Okay. Yeah, because you need to be able to hold your guns.
Woo!
Well, do you want to go? You want to show them how to get to the Glabro?
Mixed morph. I can use Krynos. I can just punch with Krynos force.
Yeah, but you don't heal.
I'll go to Glabro, but that's 7.
Yeah, it is. Or burn a rage point. Okay. So, buddy, spend a rage point and roll for hit the rage button, and the difficulty is 6, not to turn into
Wait. Didn't I actually just rolled
Oh,
stamina and
Right.
primal energy, you said?
Okay.
Difficulty is 6?
And
So, yeah,
primal
I got
energy.
4
yeah,
successes.
oh, you got it. You're fine. You only needed 2 successes, so go ahead and hit the button that says Krynos on your sheet, and that should automatically fix all your stats.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll automatically adjust all of your rolls to the bonuses that Krynos gives you.
So strength +4, dex, etc.
And I think it's appearance -1, which, hey, means Seamus is still hot.
No. Yeah, appearance changes 0.
Okay, I could have sworn it just went
I have a
-1.
sexy werewolf.
Manipulation is -3, but
Fucking furries. Though, to be fair, 9-foot wall of furry death, you really don't need a high manipulation score. You can pretty much coast on intimidation at that point.
Yeah, but I want a high manipulation score.
Oh, don't worry. There's a drop down for that.
Hello, I can see most of you. Can you see me?
yay.
Hey!
Okay, Doc is here. What do you guys want to give him the lowdown real quick?
We gotta kill everyone and break it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
That there is something very obviously big, bad, and fucking evil going on here.
Yes.
There's a unconscious naked girl on an altar with sigils drawn in blood up and down her torso. A old guy with one hand on her chest and the other hand holding a now slightly glowing glass orb and chanting in Latin. And about 2 dozen cultists in black robes surrounding him.
Actual Latin or ecclesiastical Latin? Or even worse, legal Latin?
I was not raised
Make-
Catholic. As far as I know, there is only the one Latin.
There are lots.
There's a lot.
Oh, good God!
There's medical Latin.
Oh,
Assume that the
Latin.
Latin sounds ominous.
Romane Eunt Dublin.
Oh, so it's Dr. D Latin. Got it. Okay.
I just know what you're stepping in, Vic.
That's it.
This is
Assume that the Latin
Villain.
sounds ominous.
so it's a villain in a B movie chanting it musically Latin.
Okay, finish getting people shift forms. How to do this?
I'm good.
Okay.
I actually passed my primal urge check. With 3
Okay.
out of 3.
Buddy passed the primal urge check, so he doesn't have to worry about it either. Dingo, you are shifting forms.
So what have I been doing at this point?
You've mainly been sensing things.
Okay. So now it's gone from sensing.
You sense the worm coming up to the building,
Wow,
and
my stats did not follow the dust. I don't know.
before coming in here, you sensed magic, a fuck ton of magic that tasted like blood and something horribly toxic.
Okay.
Dingo.
Okay, what do I need to roll here to go? I think it's, 2? Yeah.
So you need 2 successes on stamina plus primal urge at difficulty
Uh-huh.
of 6.
So you're going to be rolling 3 dice.
Okay.
Difficulty is 6. Just use the standard roll button down there at the left.
The poor Ragabash, though, with his face 1 range, has a hard time going Krynos.
But he can also interact.
Nice.
But the dice like him, so
The dice like you a lot.
Yay!
Okay, so we have at least 4 9-foot walls of furry death.
No, Ash went Glabro.
No, actually, the Senate Krynos would be better.
Oh, okay.
I do extra damage. I'm good.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, like I said, guns for show, claves and claws for pro.
What's a clave?
It's functionally a big-ass silver sword that's the size of a dagger in the hand of Krynos form werewolf.
It's a four-handed human sword.
Yeah, it hurts us because it's made out of silver.
Yeah, having one is a sign of extreme prestige.
Family heirlooms.
So, okay, I have burned through rage for extra actions. Drop in on them. You guys end rage to do extra actions, but do not run out of rage or you peter out.
What?
You get tired.
No, I understood your turn of phrase.
Yeah.
I didn't hear most of that.
Oh, you can spend rage for extra actions.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, like I did in the fight against Samuel Haight, where I just kept attacking him all in that same round, you can spend rage. Everybody can.
Did we just lose Big Bad?
No, we can hear him.
No, I can hear him, but apparently some of us are losing.
Okay, waiting for Buddy to drop back in.
We should consider using like Discord because I think it's Roll20 that has the problem.
Yeah, it's mainly as I looked at Discord when I was originally setting this up and getting the die rolls and stuff to work properly on Discord.
Oh, no. We do all the dice rolls right in here. I'm just saying for the video conferencing.
Okay. Oh, it's mainly I don't know how to do that and stream it.
Oh, okay. Ash can walk you through that. It's not that difficult. It's just you tell OBS to look at a different window for. No, I can't hear Ash. Let me reload everybody. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's Roll20. Because I don't normally have with any other.
Now, that's something that we can tinker with.
Yeah, another time. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. And there's Ash.
Okay, there's Ash. Buddy, Doc, can you hear us? Right, and I've got my sheets pulled up for both the old guy and for the cultists. And oh my, that's a lot of fire in the old guy's ability list.
Well, that's why we sent the thief to steal the orb.
Or knock it to the floor.
Yeah,
or anything.
Break the fucking thing.
It's Dingo's responsibility.
Oh, it's bad. I just noticed something on my sheet I forgot to tell you.
Oh no.
I don't increase the variant.
Oh, but the rest of us do, so.
Good, because I don't.
Yeah, he's got a pierced veil.
And slip sideways.
So you were
It's a good thing we're killing every living thing in the room.
Well, you know, maybe not the unconscious girl on the altar.
It's a good thing we're killing every living thing in the room. This is Damien we're talking about here. He has no compunction against that.
You don't know if she's here by choice.
Entirely true.
Okay, so not so okay.
Hold on a sec. Doc and Buddy are still not coming in. They're still black to me. Can you guys see them?
I can hear. Apparently, Doc can hear me, and Buddy and Doc can see me. Okay, so
Can you try reloading one more time?
I can see and hear everybody.
There's Doc.
I can hear everybody and see everybody now.
Okay, I can see and hear everybody but Buddy.
Yeah, I can't see Buddy now. I think Buddy...
I just want to kill things.
I'm telling Buddy in chat to refresh.
Yeah, now I'm wondering, are y'all going to use the penthouse's shower after this massacre? Because there's going to be a lot of blood to wash off.
Maybe.
Fun to let it all just drip down the staircases and like...
You're gonna burn the building down too to hide the evidence. What's this all?
We just keep blowing up buildings in New York, don't we?
Yeah, which if you keep that up, certain organizations are going to come looking for you.
Hey, as long as we only blow it up in the Umbra.
In addition to DHS is going to want a word with you too.
I wonder if he's... No, we've had 6 people before, haven't we? And I'm not throwing video, so that shouldn't cause...
Yeah, no, we've had a full crew before.
Yeah.
His Doc's connection seems stable. Everyone seems fine. Just Buddy's connection fucking hates him.
Yep. I mean, I got my upgrade, so my connection is fine now.
But the thing is, Buddy can't see or... Okay.
Buddy, well, somebody...
There's Buddy again.
Yeah, no, we're showing him as being in here. We just can't see or hear him.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Yep. Big Ben, maybe I need to come over to your place so we only have to use one connection.
Well, my connection right now is Wi-Fi.
We just use one sign-off.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm doing this via Wi-Fi right now, though I did just get a new router like last week.
Yeah, unfortunately...
And a new laptop.
Into the living room.
I'm not even plugged into anything right now. Not even the power cable for my laptop. I'm completely wireless.
Which means it's
So
probably murdering the shit out of your battery, but...
Not yet. I'm being very, very lucky so far.
So far.
Exactly.
Now that you've said that...
Enjoy your food in the browser.
Yeah, roll 20 is what's hung for me. It just hung.
Yeah, no, I said it's fine on my... It's completely fine on mine.
It's on roll 20. It's not letting me do anything. I'm glad you guys can still hear me, but I'm going to do a full refresh right now.
Oh, now we got Buddy back.
Oh, good.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Oh, we can hear you. Yay!
Okay,
Let's go kill shit now.
Okay, is everyone ready to launch?
No.
Okay.
Just hit refresh and happening.
We can hear you.
Well, that's good, because that means it hasn't refreshed yet. But it's threatening to refresh any time, so I don't know when I'm going to accidentally drop and have to reload roll 20, so...
But it's just here. Oh, no. Everybody's back. Awesome, okay.
Okay, I think Big Bab's refreshing.
There we go.
Okay, Doc, are you still here?
I'm still here.
Okay. All right, before this thing blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Make your actions.
All right. I am.
Have you already done initiative?
No, we have not.
No, because they are completely unaware that you're there right now.
He's dead.
Okay, so I am going to spend my first action to drop through the gauntlet. That takes a full action. Dante, or no?
So what? There's 3 of us on red mist duty.
Yeah, that's
So-
an action.
8 each.
Okay,
Ish.
so my action is popping in on
There's
the
what, like 2
basic
dozen
round,
cultists, you said?
and then I'll have 3
Yeah.
celerity actions.
Okay,
after.
so 8 each. I pick a good, a good cluster of
Anybody else?
like 4 or so, and just get behind them in a tank position.
Hello?
I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I can't hear Buddy or Doc, so.
Is he talking?
He
Doc-
was. So I will be your translator. But it's disappeared. Buddy, there
There's
you are.
Buddy. Awesome. Okay.
Buddy's connection seems to be the problem.
It wasn't doing this earlier. I don't know.
No. Okay, so if anyone disappears, I apparently can hear you all the time.
Okay.
Great.
I just
Okay,
assume this is true all the time, that you always have people around or something.
I am dropping back into the Tellurian
Anyway.
world.
Right. So,
All right, so Big Bad is dropping back in, and you've got three more actions because you burned a fuck ton of rage.
Well, I figured everybody who isn't dropping back into the real world at the same time I am.
Just about everyone is.
Yeah, we all are at the same time.
Okay.
Except for me. Apparently I'm shooting people.
I'll
You probably
tear
need
my
to
way
drop
through
into the real
cultists.
world for that.
Dante,
What was that, Big Bad?
I will tear my way through cultists in
No.
the general direction of the leader to focus his attention on me doing his thing.
All right, with them completely unaware of your presence until you start swinging claws.
So I need to roll for going back into the...
No, you don't need to roll for that.
Okay.
I made one little mistake, but okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage
Okay.
your damage on the first 3 of these poor bastards.
Dex Brawl is 7 dice. I am going to, since they weren't expecting me, I'm going to split the first one 4 ways. Do you want me to roll on Mooks, or do you want me to cinematic on Mooks?
On Mooks, we'll just cinematic.
So
yeah.
I am taking 4 claw swipes at Mooks.
Yeah. Yeah, when
They're
we
not particularly deep, but they're headed for throats and things like that. So
guys, when we say cinematic, going cinematic instead of rolling, it basically instead of rolling, you just describe your actions in graphic detail exactly what you're doing to these people.
okay. So Damien, the big black nightmare. Have you guys seen his pic as a Kronos?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec.
Just all black fur and claws.
Where is the stupid? Can everybody see?
it's fine. I'll imagine it.
Let's see if I can paste it in. No, I can't. Bummer. I've got a great
I can't hear Big Bad.
black nightmare drops in and starts tearing through cultists' throats. About
Hello?
about 12 in seconds.
I got about every other
Just
one
kind of, and the floor and other cultists as a giant flies through the
Hello?
robed cultists, slitting throats with giant claws.
Okay. 4 cultists have been reduced to red mist by Damien.
Oh, okay. I was going to do that. I was splitting it 4 ways in each of
Ah.
12 of them. If that's okay. If it's not.
Well, I would say, leave some cultists for everyone else.
You said there were 24. 2 dozen.
That's right. All right, so yes, you've reduced several cultists to red mist.
And, or, floppy heads. Floppy-headed ragdolls. They're fun.
As dispenser, that's spray.
Yeah, dispenser.
And
That sweet, sweet red candy.
So chunky salsa rule applies, huh?
oh my, yes.
I have enough strength that, yes, chunky salsa rules apply.
We thought I would be the merciful one this
Who is next, Dante? Oh,
So,
that round.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody else in rage, so.
All right.
So, 2 questions before we go further. Number 1, can we shoot the hostage?
Yes.
Question 2, should I shoot the hostage?
I have said I have no problem killing every last living thing in this room.
Though I also noted, 1, she's unconscious, and 2, you have no indication that she might not be here of her own free will.
I do not think my vengeance kicks in on this. Yeah.
I think I just missed something. What was that?
Doc,
Doc was asking if A, the shooting the hostage is allowed, or B, if he should shoot, and then B, if he should shoot the hostage.
the unconscious girl on the altar.
Well, you know what? She's just a human. She's a sheep. She's not worth anything.
See him like shoot her in the leg or something. She'll be okay.
Well,
No, I'm just saying, if this ritual requires a sacrifice, why not just, interrupt it by taking away the sacrifice?
Well, wouldn't you be sacrificing her?
Well, we were just going to break the thing.
The glass orb, the orb of Thessala, if we break that, the ritual becomes moot.
Yeah. Where are we on that?
We should probably roll initiative.
Yeah.
Can I shoot the orb?
Try on your turn.
Okay.
All right, everyone, roll initiative. Roll initiative.
How do I do that?
If you go
there's
on
a
the
button on your sheet.
on your sheet, scroll down to where it says combat, and just under that there will be a button that says initiative.
Mine is... Yeah, I guess right.
Wow.
Okay, Anya and Danny have the first actions. After that is going to be Seamus. Or no, after that is going to be ATM, then Seamus, with Damien bringing up the last. So, Anya, Danny, which of you wants to go first, and what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot the orb.
Okay. That's a very small target, so good luck.
Okay, so how is the orb being held? I ask because if I miss the orb, am I aligned such that if I miss the orb, I can...
He's holding it high over his head.
Frank Robb said it's going to break. So if you shoot and you miss and you slice his hand off at the wrist or something like that, the orb is still going to drop. So
I'm going to shoot the guy holding the orb then. Pull a what's his face from the new James Bond.
We sent Danny after the orb itself. So, I mean, if you want to shoot the cultist guy, go for it.
Okay, we'll shoot the cultist guy then.
All right.
What if you shoot him and he grips really hard and won't let go?
Then we have to cut his arm off.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with this plan. Let's do this.
All right. You roll to take your shot.
All right.
Dex plus firearms.
Yes. Which is... You know what? Should I take 2 shots since I have 4 firearms now?
But you still have, 1 per turn, so...
But he can split the
Right. Yeah, I was gonna go say, can I break it up to 2 separate shots?
Yes.
What is your dex plus your firearms?
8.
So yeah, you would need a.
Okay.
And how many shots per round does the gun allow?
4.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
I have a 9 mil I could use.
All right,
That's
that's it.
what I'm using. So what would I do for? How would I break that up into 2?
Manually roll 4 dice. What's the difference for your gun?
Difficulty firing it. Are you firing at the head or at the orb?
No, I'm just shooting at the guy.
Okay, we're gonna say a difficulty of 6.
Okay, and then +1 for splitting your pool.
So that makes it a difficulty 7.
Yeah. So 4 dice at 7 twice.
Alright. So the variable is 7.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then do it again.
Yep. Working on it.
All right, 4 shots hit. 4 shots hit.
Shoot.
Yeah, shots hit, including a hit to the head. You're gonna hit the black button on the other side. On the so you got to roll damage now.
So roll it twice.
Yeah, roll damage twice.
And are you doing it as a mod, the +2 that you got? Dante, is that still done, or with guns?
Let's say no. I do
Okay.
not know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Okay, so a total of 5 damage, which he will be rolling to soak that.
Well.
Soaks 2 of it. So he takes 3 lethal damage. And is obviously enraged at this point, fangs extending, and
Oh, that's not good.
blood coming from the wound as he drops the orb and shatters.
Mission accomplished.
Practically roars in rage. You idiots! Do you have any idea what you've done? Andromalius will still make its way into this world. Alright,
What was that name again?
Andromalius.
So the bad man, literally.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
Like,
If here by now, that place come.
so yeah, he just took
The bad hammer.
Alright, Danny,
So question, did I just like smack him in the eyebrow with a 9mm?
yes you did, and you just pissed him off.
Fangs popped out of his mouth. He's probably.
You dropped out there, Big Bad.
What?
You dropped out there for a second.
Oh, I said he's probably not all that human.
Guys, this is the worst carnival game ever. hit the bullseye and I get fangs? Jeez.
There's no candy in the Pez dispenser either.
Alright, so it's Danny's roll.
Alright, Danny, now that the orb is shattered, what are you going to do?
Well, since my assigned task was accomplished for me, let's see what villains are left standing, and
the actual cult leader, and there's still 20 cultists standing around?
Well, if the leader's standing there pissed off, and the cultists are kind of surprised, stunned, and don't quite know what to do, I should probably go after at least one or two of them.
All right.
Because, if I have the moment to attack them and they're looking the other direction, that works really well.
All right. Well, the cultists, we're going by Mook rules, so just pick your targets and describe what you're doing to them. As I said, you were a 9-foot wall of furry death, so be gory.
Well, if they're facing away or almost away from me, I could just walk up to the closest one and just start clawing him and try to actually just go through him to the next one, and just basically, human ribbon, human confetti, turn their head and skull into a paperweight. And
Okay, Dingo, hear me out. Rip the spinal column out and stab the next guy with it.
That is a thing you can do, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Dingo has brutally... So Danny has brutally murdered 2 more cultists. Next up in initiative is ATM.
So I'm on the other side of the door, away from all the carnage and death from my innocent eyes. I'm going to pop out of the umbra between the 2 men who are guarding the doors, with my hands just on the back of their skulls. And I'm going to fire their central nervous systems.
All right, then.
So you've seen him, his fingernails look a little odd. They're usually black and they're sparks occasionally. When he's in his parents' form, those nails actually have gold, are black, cloth are black with gold circuit patterns. He pops out of the umbra, rests his hands on the tops of their heads, digs the claws in slightly, and sparks fly. They seizure and drop.
Both men let out a brief scream as they drop to the floor.
That sounds like the board version of the Vulcan neck pinch, and I completely approve.
They're dead. They're quite thorough.
All right, Seamus.
Assuming their moves, yes, they are definitely dead.
I kicked in the door behind me, so I can my next action start walking in.
All right, Seamus, you're up. There are still 18 cultists standing and the cult leader.
I make shovel hands, shove them into 2 cultist stomachs, lift them up, and then throw them at 2 others.
I like this. All right,
That's very Buffy. I like it.
All my fight choreography I learned from Power Rangers. So the same thing, pretty much.
Functionally, yes. And our last initiative is Damien, who is apparently batting cleanup with the remaining 14 cultists and a cult leader.
I'm going to keep... I am going to rip a guy's head off and pull his spine out through his with the ribs, and just kind of smack it into a guy's neck. Just floppy, bone-piercing fun.
All right. And now the next combat round can begin. The cult leader is going to roll initiative.
I didn't catch anything Big Ben Wolf said, so all I just got was like, a wet mess.
Oh. You okay there, buddy?
Lost Buddy's video.
Oh no, I can see and hear him just fine.
He's back.
Hi there, kids.
And the cult leader rolls an initiative of 10. So, next round. Anya and Danny are up first. Then ATM, Seamus, the cult leader, and Damien. So, Anya, Danny, what terrible things are you doing now?
Let me get my character sheet back up.
Doc?
Doc is just looking character sheet.
So I'm trying to go and decide if I should keep shooting the vampire or if I should change forms, because that'll be my turn.
Yeah, I can't hear him, so.
He is debating on what to do. Continue shooting or change forms. As a lupus sport, however, you heal in helmet form, so you are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just keep shooting then.
All right, take another shot.
Bang, bang.
Same plan as last time. 7.
Yep.
It's okay.
All right, you got one success from your first one. Are you doing the? Are you splitting your pool again?
Yep.
Okay.
And a failure.
And now
No, that was a botch. So one shot hit and your gun jammed on the second shot.
Uh,
Throw the gun at him.
that's actually what I was going to go and ask.
On your next turn, not on this turn, if you want to do that. So you're gonna roll damage for the shot that did hit.
Yep.
All right, you got 3 damage. We'll see how much of it he can soak. And he soaks all of it. You tank that, and he's really pissed off. All right, Danny, you're up.
Alrighty.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what did I think I meant me? Sorry. Do your thing.
No, the question you were about to ask was the same thing I was.
How
You've
many
got
of
the
them are
leader
left?
standing there. Exactly.
There are still 16 cultists standing around.
Wait, last time it was 12.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I know I killed 2, and then 2 of them are buried under the bodies of their
Yeah.
friends.
And if they're smart, they're playing dead.
Yeah, I would. So where are we at?
That's it. I said, Danny, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, so the leader's got fangs. Are these guys? Are the people we're killing? Are they vampire or human?
No, they're apparently just baseline humans.
Well, I would probably, if the first time I put fists through people, it was successful. I'd probably do it a second time and see what damage I could do to the next round of bad guys that are I get probably closest to me. Let's see.
Okay, so some more bloody confetti.
Basically.
All right, that's another 2 down to 10. Let's see who is next in the initiative roll. All right, ATM, you're up.
I'm gonna. Too late to say I'm gonna burn a rage this round.
Yeah, you can burn a rage.
I'm gonna go for claw on the big bad. I'm assuming there's a bunch of guys I can just kind of, while I'm on my way to the big bad, just going to mow through a few of them with a few claws. And on the range action.
All right.
Nice electrical discharge in each one's belly as I cut through it.
All right.
I'll hit 2.
Okay.
And the big bad. I'm going to take a claw, strike at him,
All right. Make your roll.
and hopefully this is set up correctly. I tried to see on it, so I don't know if it came up correctly.
Yep.
No. it didn't.
Is that your brawl score is 2 and your dex is 4?
Yeah, and he gets +2 from his fetish claws.
No, it is right. It is right. Never mind. My dex is 3 + 1 in this one.
All right. Roll damage.
Alright, roll damage. Which for this is.
It should just be on the other side of the claw button.
Yeah, it's the black
yeah,
button.
Yeah, it's strength plus whatever. I don't actually have that set up correctly. Yeah, because according to the claw, it's strength plus 1.
Yeah, and then it allows you to modify as you need it.
Yeah, so I can actually just tell that number. So it's +2 for me. It's actually going to roll for that. That's weird. Huh?
That did not. Did
No.
you try to manually do it, or did you just hit the button that says aggravated across your claw?
I don't even have that on mine. There's that.
Did you shift to Chronos on the sheet?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then scroll down to combat, and under combat it should brawling and clawing.
No, I had the manual. Oh, Brian Clun. Okay.
Normally you'd click on claw, but you're already on the second part.
I see what happened. My mistake. Oh, okay. So I rolled the right thing, so it's damage, and my damage modifier is +1. It's giving me dice to roll.
Yeah. And 6 aggravated. Let's see how much of it he can soak. And he soaks 5, so he takes 1 ag damage.
He can soak ag.
He's got 4 fortitude, so yes.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
All right, next, buddy, you're next up.
Okay, how many people can I make dead this turn? How many are left?
I believe there are 10 left at this point.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Finish the.
Did we just lose Buddy?
It looks like it. Hopefully he'll be back. It's just a black box. It's not. He hasn't dropped off the screen yet.
Yeah. Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh,
I'm going to grab. What? Okay, sure. I'm going to grab the 2 nearest me by the head, give their necks a good twist, and then pick them up and then throw them at the big guy.
And he is going to roll dodge. Okay, that's Dex plus Athletics. And he manages to dodge them. It is now his turn. Let me just roll a rant, do a quick RNG to decide who he's going to target.
I lost Doc. Does everybody see him, or?
I lost Doc too.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, we lost him. All right, the cultist turns to ATM, mutters
Slow down.
mutters what sounds like some kind of curse, and points at him. Unleashed a small glow in his hand. Apparently, doesn't actually fire off what he had intended. Yep,
Wow.
he tried to throw fire, and the wound penalty fucked him.
I just shorted out his nervous system. It's okay.
He's a vampire. That's electrical shocks are just kind of piss him off. All
It's
right,
the only part of the damage he didn't soak.
what's that?
It's the only part of the damage he didn't soak.
Nah. Okay, see the next up in initiative was no, Anya's already had her turn. So next up is Damien.
Yep. Damien's gonna burn 3 more rage and go after the boss with 4 attacks.
All right.
He's just gonna dive on this guy and shred him like confetti. Okay. Let's even burn a willpower for this. Oh well, let me roll frenzy first. Rage. I need to switch back to this window. Pool mod is 0. Difficulty is 8 for the scene. Yay, I didn't frenzy. Okay, so I will make 4 attacks on this mofo, for which I will burn 1 willpower during... actually, I don't need to burn a willpower on the attack. I'm sure the attack will hit. He's already dodged. Okay. Where is it? Claw. Let's go. Claw, bite, claw. Okay.
All right, roll them up.
Yep. Claw. Oh,
Bite,
I
get it.
have to remember that I have to keep switching.
I'd say with a bite, get a nice mouthful of vitae.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. I don't know what a vampire is yet.
Well, it's also, as they're revised, Geru are highly allergic to vitae and will vomit it up almost immediately.
Ow, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. That was.
It's also
Do you want to do them one by one? This is the first attack, Dante.
Yeah, let's do them one by one.
So
I mean, he's fucking dead, but let's see how far this will go.
On the vamp thing, which he doesn't know is a vampire, and digs his claws in his favorite move. And what happens, Dante?
He is very nearly bisected at this point, barely clinging on to his own life, and muttering a string of curses in a half dozen languages at you.
Yank his tongue out.
I'm in speed actions right now, so second of 4 actions. Oh, well, that was just the attack. That wasn't even the damage, dude.
Yeah, roll the damage.
Oh, okay, hold on a sec. I think it's got another attack loaded up for me. I can't... It's doing something weird right now. I can't...
Well, I've got 8 successes on the first claw, 3 successes on the second claw.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and finish rolling these because it's doing something weird. Okay, so third claw.
With 5
Okay,
successes.
That one went through, and then finally the bite. Oh, I've been rolling the wrong thing. I apologize.
Oh.
Yeah, those were the damage rolls, not the...
Ha!
Okay, let's see if they all actually hit, because those are the damage rolls. Okay, so claw hits. Claw. There we go. So those are the actual attacks. The others are the damage, dude. So
He mutters one last curse in broken Latin as you bite. As by the time that you bite into him, all you get is a mouthful of greasy ash.
Ew, yuck. Wait, he turned to ash underneath me?
Yeah.
What the hell? He turned to ash underneath me.
I know.
Ew.
I know.
Ew. Okay, but there's still more
greasy,
cultists.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still like 8 cultists left. So if you want to finish them off.
Well, it's not my turn. So
Yeah, it's Danny and Anya. Unless we want to just assume orgy of violence and move on.
Assume orgy of violence.
orgy of violence.
That would be a great name for a metal band,
I'd be amazed if it wasn't already one.
basically.
Now, you're now standing in a room surrounded by two dozen mauled corpses.
It's not a metal band, but it was a pro wrestling event in 1997.
Of course it was.
So, is the woman still alive?
She is.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Is she obviously a vampire or anything weird?
No. No, it looks like just a blonde young woman, in good shape. Appears to be normal, just unconscious, and has sigils painted all over her in blood.
Okay, I give her my shirt.
Well, she's unconscious, so let's get out of here and get her out of here. And then...
Yeah, but we're going to take her where? Just naked and covered in blood.
No, Danny has a ally at Mount Sinai Hospital, so it's a kinfolk doctor.
Oh, that's convenient.
Okay, we just have to get there through the Umbra. Something. Can Anya, I know he lost his connection, but can Anya cleanse up here?
Yeah. She can perform a quick cleansing rite. And you're going to have to send someone to clean up all these bodies.
Long snow thing.
Well, we had the two...
Oh, you dropped out there, Big Bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We have the two surgeons downstairs to help with the cleanup, because this is just out on.
Yeah, they'll take care of it.
So, Danny, you're going to drop off the woman at the hospital.
I should.
Right, Dingo, you dropped out there for a second.
I'm sorry, but that does sound like something I should be able to do.
Yeah.
Let's investigate this this upstairs while we still can. Take any occult shit with us so that nobody can do this again.
All right. Okay, you want to actually investigate the penthouse?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right. When you exit the room where the ritual was happening, there are three bedrooms down the hall, and upstairs there's a very, very well appointed, massive den. The den is tastefully appointed. Nothing obviously occult. Looks like the vampire was at least trying to pass for human. Now I go into the bedrooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look.
Right.
Damien's trying to like wipe his tongue off with his paws.
Yeah,
Kind of nasty.
Damien got a
Nasty.
mouthful of greasy ash. So,
Ugh.
we're going to forego, in the interest of time and narrative, we're going to forego the roles. In one of the bedrooms, you find a what appears to be a sarcophagus and a journal. Looking inside, you find descriptions of the ritual and exactly what type of demon the vampire was attempting to summon. There's also a odd symbol on one of the pages. Appears to be an inverted pentagram.
So we need an expert. We need Anya and or Ash or somebody in our party has a lot of occult, don't they?
Did
Yeah.
we lose Buddy?
Yeah, we did. Hold on, let me check Telegram. Okay, yeah, we lost Buddy apparently. And this is something that can be taken care of outside the session by our other methods. So,
Yeah.
you guys want to call it here?
I think we
Sure.
can.
I think we
So-
can.
What do I miss in the 10 minutes that I was gone?
An orgy of violence and Damien getting a mouthful of greasy ash as he killed the shit out of a vampire.
Oh, okay.
So I'll ask you questions about that later, but just
Yeah.
vampire cultists, blood.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That was fun.
I live to please. All right, we're going to call it here, folks. There will not be a session next week, as most of us will be at Anthrocon. Hopefully, we will be back the week after next. We'll let you know via our Twitter at WerewolfRoll20 on Twitter. Thanks for joining us, and guys, where can they find you?
On Twitter at Dingo Tyranno.
Oh, okay, I'll go next. You can't find me, I'm invisible.
Ah,
I'll be disappointed in patience. That's where you can find me. You can find me in the Isle of Disappointment.
I feel like there's a story here, but I'll ask you later.
Doc, I need to talk to you about something at some point. I make you happy.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Catch you later.
Later.